So I welcome all of you to our coaching call, and we are going to discuss few questions from the life cycle domain. Okay, this question, it was yesterday in the exam also. So that you are muted. You are muted.
So this question I don't have any issues with this question.
Okay.
There was one scope statement question. Let me just go
There we discuss with the
down.
scope boundaries.
Yeah, scope boundaries. There
Uh-huh.
PMI is 1 minute, which is a financial risk register. I think it is. There's one question on PMIS, a
Yeah.
PMIS definition.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8. Slow down. I have to see now. Because the thing is, there's no numbering near the questions,
Okay.
so it is difficult to find which
You can
questions they
mark
are,
to
right?
be discussed. I think it's better than.
Oh, okay. On this
The
paper,
best
I
thing
will
is they
mark
note
directly.
down
Is
the
it?
page
Yeah,
number.
this was one question.
Mozambique.
Okay. So this was one question I had. Yeah.
Moz-
So in this, what I selected was Mozambique.
okay.
Mozambique seismic exploration program,
Consists of
components,
4
right?
components, and the
So
program has
they were saying,
the project outcome and project now closed. You continue. Yes. I'm reading. Mr. Joseph, the program manager, has
yeah, so
identified the two different CPU and these. Okay, so he has to, before you close the program, you have the funds available. You have to ask the sponsor if he needs something else.
yeah.
Declare the unspent. Okay, what you selected as bonus to the project team members. This is wrong. You cannot. Oh, okay, now you explain.
So I selected return the unspent fund to the organization because your component is closed, right? That particular project has been closed and there's
Hmm.
extra spare fund. So either you put it into the contingency. So one option was allocate to the contingency, or you other is return to the fund to the organization,
The,
unspent fund.
so the correct answer is C.
Yeah, it's C, reallocate the unspent fund
Yes.
to other components
So
in order to enhance them.
if your one project is closed, can I go directly to the organization? First, I have to come to the project program level. So when you have unspent money, you will return to the program, and then program will have this thing, and he can utilize for other components also. Only once your program is closed,
Okay.
then the program budget is closed, and still you will have unspent money, then you will transfer to the organization. From the project, how I can take their money and give to the organization? I have to give to the program, and their program can utilize unspent funds to other components in order to enhance the benefits.
Same like
Okay.
this, Grishma. I have the same concern because all my thinking was also same like her. Like if even though the resource, the cost, if the component is closed, everything will be transferred to the organization, right, Grishma? Yeah, my understanding was also same. I believe we have both have the same understanding. Even though for me there was one question. Okay, the component is closed, and what are you gonna do with your resource? So I put also the same. It will be transferred to the organization.
But
So, but the answer was
no,
you can reallocate to some other.
I
But why
haven't.
not to
I
the
haven't.
reserve? Can you put it in
I
the
haven't
reserve? Like
attempted
that's
this question, but I remember the discussion on the same point
with Ahmad
during
we
the
have.
class. Yes.
yeah, yesterday's class we had that. Yeah.
But
Last class we had a
you know,
discussion.
I have one concern. I have one concern here. If you are thinking that once your project or component is closed, you want to send the money back to the organization. For example, okay, this is what you're understanding. Now, what is the advantage of putting that project under your program? The main purpose of having the multiple components under my program is that I can utilize the resources. I can share the resources. If something is, what is your program budget? It is a budget of all the constituent components under it.
But I
What
believe, sir. Sorry. Yes, continue.
yeah, for example, the benefits. If one component is delivering the benefit, it is contributing towards the program benefits. So why you want to consider each component as an individual entity and close it end to end, and even your program is not closed?
The one I understand, even though I believe we discussed, and that time you told me if you want to use the budget, the resources from some other components,
Mhm.
you need to take approval from the steering committee.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. You have to go to the program, na. That time we had a discussion. You cannot go out of the organization,
Clear.
but as
If
a
that op yeah.
within your components, the project manager of A will not give to project manager of B, but they reallocate the unspent funds to other components in order to enhance the benefit. This program manager can do, because the project manager of A will give the unspent money to the program manager, and the program manager can share among other things, because that is still
So
under his program budget.
if there is any option like to get the approval from the steering committee, or first assess the other components, and then take the approval from the steering committee, so which option we gonna use? We will just reallocate directly the unspent fund, or like we gonna take approval from the steering committee?
Okay, in that case, the whenever the main topic of getting approval from the steering committee is coming, that is for your plans. But all other resources, other things, management can be done by the program manager.
And program
Hmm.
manager will not assign till he assessed the need.
The
Uh,
assessment will be done, but he will not get the approval. He doesn't need to take the approval from the steering committee. That's what
yes,
I'm
yes,
saying. The
yes.
the mandatory thing in which you need the approval from the steering committee is that when you need to update the plans. Clear?
So,
Yes.
one thing, if he don't need the unspent budget or the resources for his other components, so what he gonna do with the resources?
If he doesn't,
If he doesn't need for other components,
if it doesn't need, then he can send to the organization. He can send to the organization. Program manager can send it out, but the project manager will not do. First, here he's clearly saying 2D project completed. So one project is completed. So the B is saying return the unspent funds to the organization directly
yes,
without considering the option number C. You cannot go to option number B.
clear. So that's mean in short, he just first of all, if any of the component it's completed,
Yeah.
he just need to assess the other components if he need resources in
Yes.
terms of cost or resources.
Human
If
resource,
he
everything.
need, then he can reallocate.
Right.
Okay,
Correct.
if he don't need, then he can send it
Yes.
back to the
Yes. Sure.
organization.
He will not bear additional costs.
Yeah.
And then what about the ice cream testing, right? You go to the market.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be component level. I think there's this one tolerance. No. So it's right. Yeah, infrastructure. I think that infrastructure was also wrong. Infrastructure change management strategy. Yeah. So this question also I had got wrong.
The
So the
infrastructure
infrastructure.
program has 8 projects. First half of this project incurred multiple change requests and failed to be completed on time. The program manager meets the project managers to discuss lesson learned. During the meeting, the project manager complained that the key risks and lack of resources resulted in missing deadlines. What should the program manager do to ensure that the remaining 4 components remain on track? Update. So, what you selected?
Re-baseline the remaining component
But
project.
what is the scenario here? What was the root cause? The root cause was there was a
They
multiple
failed,
change.
right?
There was a multiple change
Mm.
request.
Yeah.
So you have to develop a change management strategy. You should not listen to everybody and change your program and change your project.
Okay.
B is the correct answer, right?
Yeah. Yeah. B
So
is the correct
if you are
answer.
re-baselining the component means here without doing any impact assessment, you want to change, you want to re-baseline. Can be the second step. The first step is to stop that event to be occurring. There's a root cause. The root cause is that there were multiple change orders. So if I have a
Okay.
change management plan, change management strategy, I will always put a filter that this can be done not like this. That is the correct
Yes.
Okay,
answer.
in this one, I have one question. The correct answer is B. Develop a change management strategy, but it's already there before. So it should not be like assess the change management strategy.
No, the point is that whether you do the revision or you re-baseline the change management strategy can be the option. But the point here is that the answer has to be something from the change management. That's what I'm saying. We have to look into the
Because too many frequent change requests
yes,
received can actually disturb the scope and the other plans. Because every time the client is asking for change,
mhm,
following or resolving all the changes or acting upon the changes, the program can lose its plan.
correct.
Yes.
Next, Mr. Gubran, did you see the coaching call or not yet?
No, call I didn't
Yes.
see. So I was just attempting the answers and then I
Okay.
checked from
So
this
tomorrow,
answer
tomorrow,
sheet.
tomorrow, please watch the coaching call, and still, if you will have any question, we can continue to discuss.
Okay.
Next, we can discuss two more questions.
Um, I have to, I have to mark on it. That is what is happening. And I think this is also this was right. Yeah. So this was one slow down. Okay. This one of the project managers ask a new program manager to obtain feedback, obtain approval for additional key projects. The tolerance range, yeah, the tolerance range is set. If the tolerance range is too narrow on a program, what effect will multiple minor changes have on the project?
Slow down.
So the question,
What you selected?
okay,
If there are
so
your operating range is very less. Whenever if I say that you have a tolerance of 1%, budget is 100, any tolerance, and 101 to 99. Whenever you go above 101, you have to ask the approval. Minor changes. It will slow down the progress.
okay, okay,
And if your
yeah,
tolerance range is more, up till 110 to 90, I can play around. You are much more flexible and you will have less faster progress. You don't need to wait.
okay. So that's what it was. Slowdown of program implementation
Yes,
is the right answer.
correct.
So that I had got wrong. Um, what else? Compliance, what is the to ensure same as no. There is there was one in terms of testing. They were launching a new ice
Hmm.
cream flavor.
Okay.
So I'm trying to look because I didn't understand. This I got right. So there was no problem. Let's see.
Okay.
It wasn't much. Uh,
It is
minus
within, I
six.
believe, within page number 60, before page number 60 somewhere. You are still at page number 87. I know the market share and all those things in that question.
Negative component. Successful strategy. Maybe I can mark it for like next class. I can just mark directly and then it's faster to discuss. Maybe on this only I will write like to be discussed over here. So it was something like they launched a new flavor in the market, and
Okay.
once they launched it, they've got a negative feedback. So nobody liked the flavor.
Hmm.
But they also had an R&D department that had done the testing, but
Okay.
that was never captured that this
Hmm.
flavor would not have been popular. So what should the project manager do next? So that was a thing. So my option I selected was document the results that has come from the market, but the actual answer was review the PMIS. So that I kind of found confusing because even if you review PMIS, yeah, here, an ice cream company here, the ice
An
This
ice
cream
is,
cream
I
company.
com
think, 12th question, and
yes,
yes, it's right. I have attempted this question.
an ice cream company wants to
Answer is
introduce a new
review the
flavor. The
program.
executive sponsor requests a sampling for the test market, and the sample group provides negative feedback. As this type of program had previously been conducted by the company, the program manager questions whether similar results were experienced during the testing. What should the program manager do next?
These are the keywords, whether similar results were
Yes, similar
experienced.
results were experienced during the meeting. Document the
Yes,
results to share when the program governance board. No. Facilitate another test market. No. Review the PMIs for lesson learned. Simple. So his
yes.
question is asking whether the same results were in the past or not. That is in your database. PMIs or the lesson learned database. So you have to go there and see if you can find it. It's simple. Conduct the R&D fund is not the correct answer. This is a very straightforward question. Whether similar results were, what is the previous results I got, my lesson learned or PMIS will tell me.
Yeah, no problem. I think maybe I missed to read that.
Yes,
What it was
the
documented.
more questions you get
So
wrong at
I
this moment is much better because you will not make the mistakes in the real exam.
okay. Okay,
Still,
thank
you
you.
are better because I haven't completed all the question.
Okay,
You have at least attempted all.
okay. So thank you very much for attending the call. So tomorrow the way forward is that please finish your 85 questions with the coaching call. Still, if you will have any question tomorrow in the beginning, we will discuss this and then I will go to the strategic diamond to pay. Okay, clear? Any question? Okay, thank you very
Clear.
much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.